Hello, welcome to the second week of the summer session. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about chapters 1, 2, and 10, which constitute your first reading assignment from Markel's textbook, Practical Strategies for Technical Communication. First off, I should say that this video and future videos will be shorter than the first one, so don't think that that is the standard for these videos. I'm going to spend most of my time talking about Chapter 10 since your next big assignment after the memo project is to complete application materials. I do want to start with Chapters 1 and 2 though, because obviously Chapter 1 is the introduction. It talks about what technical communication is and how it's more than just like a user's manual or a user's guide, that sort of thing. That it's really any kind of information that you're finding, using, sharing in the workplace. So I think that's an important place to start. I would advise you to look carefully at the characteristics of a technical document, the measures of excellence, and also the process that Markel suggests using to put together effective technical documents. Another thing that I like about Chapter 1 is that Markel emphasizes that this isn't just about writing documents, it's also about speaking. And even though this class is called Introduction to Technical and Professional Writing, I think the speaking portion is really important too, because I'm sure all of you know, all of you who have had jobs before, that how you present yourself orally is very important in the workplace. So I think that is all very good information. Chapter 2 focuses on ethics in the workplace, and that may seem a little foreign to some of you, especially the detail in which Markel addresses these issues in terms of like legal obligations and those sorts of things. But I think it may be a good connection might be thinking about academic honesty and how that is a code of ethics that you all adhere to as students at Eastern Kentucky University. So that is important to think about as well. In any case, be sure to just read chapters 1 and 2 on your own. You'll see some questions from those chapters on the second quiz. But what I want to focus on in this short video today is talking a little bit about Chapter 10, which again focuses on application materials. So that is your second higher stakes assignment that you'll be completing for this class. And I think that it's a very useful assignment. I'm sure many of you have already written application letters. You probably have a resume at this point, especially if you work or if you have a job. But what I mostly want to talk about is that Markel presents a very specific way of composing these documents. And once you look at the assignment guidelines for the application materials, you'll see that I am asking you all to follow his guidelines to compose these documents. So even if you've already written letters before or you have a resume, it may not adhere to the guidelines that Markel presents in Chapter 10. So be aware of that. And that's not to say that Markel's method is the best method, but it is the method that he presents. I think that it is a well-accepted method among employers, so it's the one that I want you all to get experience with this semester. Another great resource though is, and I think I've mentioned this, is the Career and Co-op Center here at EKU. I'm going to post some information about the center on our Blackboard page under Week 2 assignments. So you can get more information there. Basically though, they have this job search guide. The current version may look a little bit different. I think this one is maybe a couple of years old, but they have that available as a PDF on their website, and I think that it is a great resource to have. You'll also see though that they are not always following Markel's guidelines to compose the resume, so they give you some different formats. But I think it's good to know that there are a variety of ways to approach these documents, but for this assignment, I'm asking that you follow Markel's guidelines. Okay, and you'll see that I've got that outlined on the assignment sheet, which is under Week 2 assignments on Blackboard. You'll also see that your homework assignment for Week 2 is coming from Chapter 10. It's basically asking you to start looking for jobs in your career field. Now, for composing the documents themselves, though, you can craft those towards your dream job, Or for some of you who will be going on to get a master's degree, you can also craft these towards a graduate program. And I see this as a great opportunity for those of you who will be in that situation of looking for graduate schools, to go ahead and start looking at them. I noticed from the discussion board that many of you are seniors or you're rising seniors. So this really should be on your radar at this juncture in your academic careers. That's another reason too that I'm such a big advocate for students using the Center for Career and Co-op, because they can really help you find a job. If you're not looking for graduate school, you're actually going to start looking for a job once you graduate. I think that they are a great resource, and I hope it's one that you'll consider using. Okay, so that's pretty much all I wanted to cover from chapters 1, 2, and 10. Mostly just wanted to point out to you that although I am asking you to use a particular format for the letter and the resume, that's not the only way to do it, but it is what I'm asking for this assignment. So if you have any questions, feel free to just email me or look for me in the chat room during my office hours, or come by my office here in Case Annex on Tuesdays. Otherwise, I hope this finds you all well, and good luck with the application materials.